So, okay, as I said, the when, supposedly you're already in a network, so you go to website attack vectors, and this is the things that you can do. So the Java applet, what it's going to do is going to spoof a Java certificate that you can sign if you have it, or write or upload your own, or you can just use the integrated, the one that comes with Social Engineering Toolkit. Uses as a customized applet, and then you just deliver the payload, and what that does, it comes with a message in your browser asking you to install Java, and once you click on yes, and then you just get a session just like that. So the Metasploit browser exploit is cool because this actually is a part of Metasploit, and what Dave did is just you choose this and it just loads everything including the listener, so you're just ready within seconds as well. But this specific exploit, it needs a bit of time to load those modules, because what it actually does is it infects the browser. It loads all of the exploits for different browsers around the world, right? So it gets itself ready so that when actually you share that link to the victim, it's gonna just automatically just throw attacks at it and try to determine if that browser has an exploit already. And once it does, you just get an access just like that. So the credential harvester method is gonna utilize the web cloning of the website, and this is what we're gonna try today. I'm gonna show you how it's done and when and how you think to use it. Tab nabbing, you could read this and make yourself familiar. I'm gonna show you just the explanation in general for those points. So tab nabbing is when you switch tabs. As soon as you do, you get access. So it's hidden between the tab selection. And the webjack attack is introduced by Whitesheet. So this specific one creates a legitimate, like a pop-up, and when you click on it, it creates a website that you just click on that link saying, like, for example, this website has moved, click here to visit, and once you do, it opens the fake website, and this is where you can just fake log in and he dumps for you all of his credentials. The HTA attack method is gonna also clone you the site, perform PowerShell injections. Like, it's gonna just inject everything, throw random PowerShells that you can use on exploiting the browser, similar to the Metasploit browser exploit. So right now I'm going to show you the credential harvester method. It's pretty cool and fast. So instead, if you could use web templates if you have that. So depending on your target, if you're under an enterprise attack or something, or actually if you're conducting pen testing, so depending on if you're a white hacker or a black hat hacker or gray, it doesn't matter. But when you actually use such stuff, remember I'm telling you every time you're wearing the black hat. So why I'm saying this is, if it's an organization and it's a serious job that you're onto, sometimes you gotta just develop and write your own fake website that's gonna drag that specific victim to feel that it's targeted for him. So you've designed that and you just import your template, or for a quick one, or you could import as well. So the site cloner is gonna let you just clone the website of your choice. So I'm gonna just demo locally this, and this is where you put your site. So here you could clone Facebook, you can clone Gmail, you can clone anything you want, right? So you just select that, and within seconds now it's already cloning that. Basically what it's doing is just getting that because of the scripts that they've thought are the hottest things that people search for, and it's actually true. Depending on the true, when I say true, is depending on, there are 2 or 3 sides in hacking, right? So the ones that are cool, but the ones that are serious, and there is always a white hat side or a dark black hat side to everything. So what it did now, it's just ready, and it copied everything to this directory. And what happens right now is all you gotta do is share your local IP. You could hide this, because remember as well, if you put your external IP, you can share that link to anyone, because don't forget to always start Apache, so that what's happening is you're transforming your own notebook or a session of Kali into actually a web server within one command. So, and then it's gonna load the cloned website, which is located under var and then here, and it's gonna create the index for you, right? So this is now, your computer became like Facebook, basically. This is what's happening, but it's fake. So when you visit that link, when you share your link, and you could always obfuscate your link by visiting tinyURL and just shortening. There are different ideas, right? So be creative in this. Depending on the target, you gotta decide. So right here, you could just, this is your IP, whether it's the internal or external, depending on what you're doing. And you just paste this here, and I don't know, just say Facebook, and you make a tiny URL. And this is the one that you're gonna share. Now, when I say be creative, you could always, I'm gonna show you techniques and ways of thinking. If you have a fake Facebook, for example, and the way you design that specific profile attracted a lot of men. So basically, you make it a bit look normal, you post from time to time, etc. And then you could just put this thing under your about profile. So you would say something like, hey, if you want to know more about me, you could always click here, and you have your listener open, and you just get random access to different victims. So you could understand how effectful that kind of technique and fast it is, because you would always think. So it all goes back to thinking, and this is how you're going to design your attack. So okay, let's say you share this, and what's going to happen is, after you communicate with someone and he trusts you, so you get here, right? So you're going to say testing, and then I don't know, I'm going to say alright. So when I press enter, it's gonna switch back to the normal Facebook, right? So that's the beauty of it. But what happened here is he just dumped everything for you, like in plain text, no need to crack anything. So now, by showing you this technique, just use different variations in order to deliver it. And you know, there is no limit to the ways and thinkings of the things you can do in computer hacking. It's limitless, you know. It's like, the more you know, the faster you become, the more knowledgeable you can, and you would find shortcuts into thinking how to solve a problem or how to make an attack. And this is what makes one hacker better than other, or faster, as I said previously. So I hope you enjoyed this. One final thing I'm gonna say is, what I showed you here is always saved under this location, where is your web server, and is always logged here for you. Alright, so I hope you like this. And Social Engineering Toolkit is a great framework tool, and I hope I'm gonna cover a lot of things that actually I want you to understand what goes behind it, and why sometimes frameworks like this or different scripts makes you faster depending on the situation, if it's not really customizable, the attack. And this is what you need, because sometimes you need speed, and you gotta know which specific tool to use to make that happen. So take care, and see you hopefully for no videos.